Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88 and we are back playing Elite Mode of Case 41 where Madison unfortunately gets killed. Accidentally clicked it already, so we're just going to start right away. Shh. Hey Ace, you've got to believe me, this is serious. Kathy's always online and now even her phone's off, like she's vanished. Shh. I'm sure it's because of the chief. I saw her storm off. She looks so angry. What if she's gotten into trouble? Look, Alex, Kathy can't be fought. I see, I bet you it's her calling. Hello, Kathy, where are you playing at? We're worried sick about you. There is no Kathy here. Some people think she cannot handle the heat. You're talking to the artist. I've got a clue for you, Senior Trooper Ace. Mrs. Walker's office hides more than meets the eye. I'd go have a look there if I were you. Goodbye. Wait, don't hang up. King won't allow this. Well, we need to talk to you. We'll call you right back. Oh, the artist. Love it. Gotta love the artist. Alright, Ace, let's call Kathy back and see what else she wanted to tell us. Can you keep an eye out to make sure King doesn't see us do it, though? Hey, Kathy, are you there? Your war with your grandfather does not concern us. If talking to you can help our investigation progress, then that's what we'll do. What info do you have on the Rorschach Reaper? It's uncanny, isn't it? One serial killer, but different murders, each incriminated by the evidence. I figured you might learn something from them, so I had to look at the prison surveillance feed. What? Kathy, are you breaching into classified information? That's what a hacker does, remember? Never seemed to trouble you before. I'd even say you were mighty glad to have me break the law in your place. Anyway, I managed to access some of the surveillance camera, but time is pressing and I don't have sufficient resources to crack the video's encryption myself. But don't fret, I'm sure Alex will be more than capable of deciphering it. The video's on your desk, Senior Trooper Ace. Wow, it's in me or is Kathy getting a little scary? She sounds so cold. You got a point, Ace. I thought she'd become the artist to avoid worrying her grandfather. But after their final fight, it's starting to sound like she did all that to impress him, and it failed horribly. She's always been so on top of things during our previous investigations, like she was always one step ahead of us. And how did she even manage to leave the CD on your desk without us seeing her? Oh well, I'm afraid we don't have any time to brood about this. You're right. Better send that video to Alex and see what this is all about. Whoa, 30 hours. Holy moly. That's definitely some time. Holy moly. Gotta love Elite Mode, man. Gotta love Elite Mode. Alright, so Spyglass. Oh. So if you guys didn't know, I actually have Mini Ace in my hands right now, trying to calm him down while I am recording. So he's been a good boy. There it is, tablet. Sweet. Hey, so Ace, was Kathy telling the truth? Does the dean's office hide more than meets the eye? A good call. That tablet's definitely the kind of thing I'd look into if I were the artist. You'll need to figure out the password, though. Yeah, no problem. No problem, Jones. I got this. I got this. Smiling. That's gotta be an M. It's gotta be a T. Yep. That's gotta be an F. Nope. B. Yeah. Got it. Unlocking that tablet was a stroke of genius. Ace holds a file of every student. And look, the last file of access was Madison's. Gee, I didn't expect it to be so big. There's a ton of data in there. We should then establish that Alex, you're right. He'll get us all the important info. Perfect. Do that all one fell swoop. Alright guys, so I might be coming back in about a couple hours, maybe a little bit longer. But anyways, I'll see you guys in a little bit. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Au revoir. Alright folks, Pitching Ace 88 and we are back playing Criminal Case Elite Mode. We are on Case 41 of Grimsboro, the Rorschach Reaper. Now, we don't have little baby Ace along with us because he actually decided to calm down. Woohoo! Hey, so Madison's file was an interesting read, Ace. She's got more notices for sneaking out after nightfall than there are days in a year. Honestly, it almost seems unfair. There's barely a day without her getting into trouble for the most trivial things. Really? Well, maybe we better have a chat with Donna Walker about that, Ace. She always seemed to harbor resentment towards the popular kids. Oh, you might be also interested in knowing that she kept being caught on the football stadium with Chad, though. After hours. Ah, well, anyone can guess what they were doing, right, Ace? And, yeah, you're right. It's our job to make sure that there's nothing more. Let's go talk to Chad, then. Oh, snap. There's something going on. What's up, Donna? Hey, now's not really a time for me, Senior Trooper Ace. I still have to notice Madison's family of her passing, but the info she left is all false. That Madison, just a web of lies and smugness. Like every member of PSI Sigma, I should have had that sorority disbanded at the first occasion. They did so much hurt to this university, to the students. Poor Rainey was one of the collateral victims, and I myself almost died because of them. Those sororities are just the playground for narcissistic personalities like Madison that crush everyone on their path and get congratulated for it. I hate those kind of people, and nowadays the corridors seem to be filled with them. Darn opportunists without a care in the world. Whoa, whoa, whoa. You really shouldn't be a principal if you're going to be, or a dean if you're going to be this crazy. Yeah, get a grip on yourself, Donna. Is that why you were so hard on Madison? Her files seemed abnormally full? Madison only ever got what was coming to her. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got grieving people to deal with. Dang. I know Donna was the victim of a hazing at the hand of Madison's sorority, but I still can't believe she still hasn't let this go. But good point. The first of the Rorschach Reaper murders also involved that sorority, but could Donna really be our serial killer? Maybe. She's got a lot of resentment. I can totally see that happening. How you holding up, Chad? Are you feeling a little better? No, but it doesn't matter. Nothing matters now that she's gone. Chad, we learned that you trespassed after curfew in the company of Madison a few times in these past few days. Now, are you two, bound chicka bow wow? No, we were just talking about our relationship, that's all. I wanted us to move in together after college. Of course, it would have helped if Madison had admitted that we were together. It was like she was ashamed of me or something. I tried everything to be up to her level. I worked twice as hard. I even took evening classes. Of course, the only class I could get was the one in electronics, and I guess that didn't impress her much. Uh-oh. Alright, we're gonna actually speed this up a little bit. Hey, Kathy, you really did outdid yourself this time. Those video feeds are highly secured. I don't even know how she managed to retrieve them. It's a surveillance camera footage of Grimsboro Detention Center, and it shows the cell of a prisoner you arrested, Senior Trooper Ace. Penelope Rivera. Oh, Penelope, the girl who disguised her friend's murder and suicide? Good call, Ace. There was a Rorschach test on that crime scene too, which means the murder was somehow orchestrated by our serial killer. Yeah, unfortunately there's no audio on these video feeds, but you can see her, and she seems to have become obsessed with those Rorschach tests. Are you thinking what I'm thinking, Ace? It's time we had a little chat with Penelope. She's in prison. I highly doubt she'd be a suspect. Senior Trooper Ace, I didn't think I'd ever see you again. I kept trying to contact you about the Rorschach Reaper, but they wouldn't let me. Oh, so you heard about the serial killer then. Look, Penelope, this doesn't change. I'm not trying to escape my sentence, Senior Trooper Ace. I know I killed Lisa, but I'm not going to let other people die because of that freak. Look, none of this makes sense. One second I was angry at Lisa, and the next I was dead set on committing murder. Even I can feel there's something wrong there. Last thing I remember before my change of heart is being accosted at the football field. And that darn pendulum going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then that was it. My mind was set. Even after she was dead, I still knew I'd done the right thing, even though I couldn't even explain it to myself. But in prison, you have time to think, a lot of time. And I know that I was hypnotized to kill my friend. You have to believe me. The pendulum is the key. Huh, this hypnotism story sounds so far-fetched. Do you believe it, Ace? I mean, we have evidence against 3 people, and yet further evidence proving the work of a single serial killer. And unless we're dealing with a cult, everything seems to point to those girls being manipulated. I guess Penelope's tale might be true after all. You're right, Ace. Penelope said the pendulum is the key. What if it was still on the football field? Let's go search for it. Definitely. Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, man. horse, telescope, bass drum, punching bag, treadmill, trash bag, and A. Perfect. Boom, baby. So Ace, did you find anything that would corroborate Penelope's hypnotism story? Oh no, not the trash. We'll ruin our fancy suits. Alright, you know better, Ace. Let's dig in then. Come on, Jones. Trust me. Have a little faith. Oh, looks like we found the pendulum. Holy monkeys, how did that pendulum end up in the trash? Do you think that's the pendulum Penelope told us about, Ace? Did she really have been hypnotized just by staring at this? Yeah, you're right, there's some kind of number on it. It's all faded though. Do you think you can make it dark enough to read? I sure hope I can. If I can't, then we're gonna be in trouble. Oh. That was quick. So, did you manage to read the number on the pendulum? 555-6759. Hey, that's a phone number. But how did this end up on the pendulum? I guess you're right. The best way to figure this out is to call the number ourselves. It's ringing. Darn it, it's a recorded message. Can you hear it, Ace? Hello, Senior Trooper Ace. This is the Rorschach Reaper. I see you finally found my pendulum. You certainly took your time. Hope you're enjoying our little game. We'll have a proper talk very soon. I'm looking forward to it. Beep. Hey, I can't believe this. So Penelope was telling the truth. The Rorschach Reaper did use this pendulum, which means they did hypnotize her. So all these girls, they're both guilty and innocent? The Reaper found a way to kill without actually touching a weapon. At least now we got something against them, you're right. We know that we're looking for someone who knows how to hypnotize people. Let's hope they don't use that talent on us. And maybe we could go see what Tess has to say about this. What do you think? I mean, she studies criminal psychology, and even though she's weirds me out, maybe she could be of some help. Sure, let's go talk to Tess. Oh, you again, Senior Trooper Ace. I already told you everything I know. Yeah, well, you're really taking all those murders lightly. How can it not move you? You know, after all the psychological profiles of murders I had to study this year, nothing really phases me anymore. Once you've seen an exploded head, you've seen them all. Well, we'd actually like to talk to you about these psychological profiles with you. Have there ever been any cases of murder by proxy? Aha! A new lead, perhaps? What have you discovered, Senior Trooper Ace? This is so exciting. Well, this is classified information, Tess. But what do you know about, say, hypnotism? Oh, a fascinating science, hypnotism. We studied it last year. We even learned how to use it to make criminals talk. Most people think it's hocus pocus, but it's actually been scientifically verified. You need to be skilled, of course, but you can get interesting results. Interesting results indeed. Well, thank you for your help, Tess. Don't mention it. Watching you work is always a pleasure, Senior Trooper Ace. Thank you. Well, this case is the most complicated we've ever had to face, Ace. If you weren't with me, I'd have given up trying to catch that serial killer. They're just too good. How could the Rorschach Reaper hypnotize people to commit murder? And even more importantly, why? Ah, darn it, would that phone ever stop ringing? Hello? Oh, how nice it is to hear you, my dear friends. It was about time we spoke directly to one another, don't you think? The Rorschach Reaper? 1 point for deductive skills. Now you're going to listen to me very carefully, Senior Trooper Ace. I'm going to give you a little incentive to help you solve Madison Springer's murder. If you haven't found out my identity by dawn, I'll kill one of your suspects. And don't even think of interrogating them. They're dead if you do. Tut, tut, tut. What? That's crazy. Forgot this gets so crazy. Anyways, guys, see you guys in Chapter 3. This has been Pitching Ace 88. Over and out.